Pluribus poses some deep questions while still maintaining its dark comedy vibe. Would you join the hive mind and lose your individuality if it meant no more crime, violence, or war? How much of you would still be you? Let's check out this new series from Vince Gilligan and see what you may have missed. And if you're new here, welcome to J News Reviews. Episode 1 opens with a countdown display, 439 days and 19 hours until something will happen. Scientists receive a coded message from space. They decipher the code and realize it is an RNA sequence. They formulate this sequence into a drug. They then test on lab animals. An accidental bite to one of the researchers starts a global infection, and we're off to the races. Those infected with the virus approach any available human and kiss them on the mouth. We see the infection spread and hope this isn't another Walking Dead wannabe series. Thankfully, it is not. This is a more focused introspective on Rhea Seehorn's character Carol and her struggle to understand this global event. Carol is an award-winning author, doing quite well for herself but not enjoying any of it. Carol wanted to be part of a more respected genre, but her provocative fantasy series is the one paying her bills. Her wife Helen says to her, "Maybe it's time for your serious book," and Carol considers it. They are smoking outside a local bar when suddenly a truck tears through the parking lot and smashes into a row of cars. Carol rushes to help the man driving, and Helen suddenly goes silent and still. She starts to shake and falls violently backwards, smashing her head on the pavement. Carol runs into the bar seeking help and sees the patrons frozen in place and shaking violently. She takes the man's truck and races Helen to the hospital. We see fires burning on the horizon and overturned cars on the highway. It slowly dawns on Carol that this is not an isolated incident. This is everywhere. At the hospital, the story takes a turn from the cliché zombie genre. Everyone is frozen in place and shaking like the patrons in the bar. She begins to yell for help. All at once, every person in the hospital stops shaking. They turn to face her and speak as if using one voice. They address her by name and say they mean no harm. They tell her that the loneliness and pain of being a single-minded human is gone. A doctor kisses her on the mouth, but she does not change. She's immune to whatever is controlling them. Carol realizes this mass infection has not only taken their bodies, but their minds. It is too late for Helen, and she passes away. Carol screams at the hive humans to get away from them and to leave them alone. She jumps into the pickup truck and drives Helen back to their home. Overwhelmed and looking for news about the strange event, Carol turns on the TV looking for news. Instead, a man appears on her screen dressed in a suit, with a large banner beneath him displaying her name and a phone number. As she calls, he begins to talk directly to her. Carol believes that this is an alien invasion, but the man tells her there are no aliens, at least not on Earth. The signal from space was a code sent out over 600 million years ago, a code repeating throughout human history. It's only now that we are intelligent enough to receive it. The RNA synthesized from it was replicated and spread throughout the world. All humans on the planet were assimilated, neurologically linked, and now share all thoughts, feelings, and memories. All except Carol and 11 other humans who are mysteriously immune to this virus. The president and many cabinet members died in the first wave of assimilations. This man on TV, David Taffler, was the closest human that happened to be wearing a suit. He tells her that they mean her no harm, and they will do anything to help her and keep her happy. He says, "Rest assured, Carol, we will figure out what makes you different, so you can join us." As the episode ends, we see Carol realizing she is almost alone in the world, and that this hive mind is fully aware of her and where she lives. And they will not stop until all 12 immune human minds are assimilated. Carol is not the nicest person, and despite the apocalypse, this does not change. Vince Gilligan says, "When you get lazy about a character, you're done for." He means that you can't change how the character would act just to suit your story. Her need to retain her individuality and her need for human connection are at odds, and we feel her frustration. She's that person constantly telling you that they don't need your help, but secretly you know they do. As humanity turns to social media and technology for connection, we become colder and more distant. Like a hive mind fed all the same thoughts and ideas. Friendships, marriages, and places to gather are less and less part of our lives. Despite our differences and division, we are still human, and we still need one another to survive. This may be the overall message of the series. Pluribus, from many, we are one. I, for one, am excited to continue watching and find out. Are you watching Pluribus? And what do you think of the series so far? Let us know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate your view and hope to join you in the next one. Now go type the word Pluribus into Google and see what happens.